Today we are working in the greenhouse, potting some things up for the seedling sale, mostly peppers. So the first thing I'm potting up are these Sugar Rush peach peppers.
Woke up grinning, thought today felt bright. Then I fell out of bed and bruised my pride. Stubbed my toe, cursed some more. Tripped on my jeans and hit the floor. Guess it's one of those days again. Somebody cue the violin.
Made some coffee, set it down real neat. Then I kicked the table and baptized my feet. Burned my toes, then the toaster sparked. Now my kitchen smells like burnt Pop-Tarts. Neighbors watching, dog is glaring. Even my goldfish looks embarrassed. Ain't my day, but it'll be okay. Guess life just works that way.
Oh geez.
These are my tomatoes that I'm growing for my own garden. The ones that aren't in my seedling cell. However, I only need 2 varieties of each of these, but I sowed 3 seeds. And in a lot of them, all 3 seeds have come up. So I'm going to separate the extra one that I don't need for my own garden out into a pot for my seedling sale. And so I'll just go through all these and work on that. Some of them only have 1 that sprouted, or 2, so I won't have to uppot those, but any of them that have 3 of a certain type will get uppotted, and those extra ones will go in my seedling sale.
What can you do every time I win, I lose? Take 2 steps, then trip on 3. Got a PhD in calamity. Oh geez, just laugh it off. If life's a joke, I'm the setup gone wrong. Might be a mess, but at least I'm free. Guess I'll keep on rolling like tumbleweeds.
Had a date with a girl, reservations received. Showed up early, but I lost my keys. Tried to play it smooth, pulled out her chair. Knocked over her soup, it went everywhere. Waiter's scowling, she's astounded. My pants covered in seafood chowder. Ain't my night, but that's alright. At least she's laughing, so guess I'm doing.
I have this little dwarf tomato that I've got 4 of. I only need 2, so I'm going to pot the extra ones of these up as well. I'm not sure if I said this, but this is the Garden Pearl dwarf tomato.
Fine.
Oh geez, what can you do every time I win, I lose? Take 2 steps, then trip on 3. Try not to shout profanity. Oh geez, just laugh it off. If life's a joke, I'm the setup gone wrong. Might be a mess, but at least I'm free. Guess I'll keep on rolling like tumbleweeds.
Went to Vegas with my last few bucks. Put it all on red, well that was dumb. Dealer smiled, said that's a shame. Now I owe a guy with no last name. Some folks got grace, some folks...
The next thing I have is some Keys Orange Marigold, and I have a bunch of these, so...
Got style, me, I got stories that stretch for miles. If luck's a lady, she ghosted me, but at least I got great comedy. Tried to fix my truck, but I made it worse. Now it only drives in reverse. Hit the gas, shot out the yard, took out the mailbox, now it's flat as a postcard.
Oh geez, what can you do every time I win, I lose? Take 2 steps, then trip on 3. Got a PhD in calamity. Oh geez, just laugh it off. If life's a joke, I'm the setup gone wrong. Might be a mess, but at least I'm free. Guess I'll keep on rolling like tumbleweeds. Walked outside, sky was clear.
This is a tray of calendula, and I'm going to pot like 3 of them in one of these pots. So there'll be 3 to 4 in each of these pots. And yeah, I'm just going to sit here and pot those up. I'm done potting up for today, so let me show you what all I did. So these are all the things I got potted up. Those are the peppers and a one-off tomatoes. Those are some petunias and some coleus that I had soaking in water. And those are the marigolds I got potted up. So today we're up in my top garden. I wanted to work on this a little bit before the sun gets too hot. So let me show you what we're going to do. This is the row that I've been working on. I kind of want to get it finished But this area back here, I'm definitely going to be more aware of what I'm taking out, because there should be a bunch of volunteers. And I want to try to let as many things volunteer on this end as possible, because I did not save seeds from all my celosia, and I had quite a few different types back here, so I'm hoping at least some of them reseeded.
I got patchouli in my pockets, wool socks in my shoes, rolling down the back road singing Grateful Dead tunes. I played checkers with an old fella at a roadside stand. He said, son, you might stay lost if you don't have a plan. They call me a drifter, a twist in the grain, but I follow where the fireflies whisper my name. I got one hand thumbing, one hand open wide, West Virginia wind hitching me a ride. I've seen hollers sing a love song, rivers carve a rhyme, trading meals for the stories that I gather over time. You can call it strange, you can call it fate, but I call it home, and it sure feels great.
Alright, we have worked our way to the end. There's stuff right there still, but I have to go to the other side of the fencing to get it. So this whole row is done. I think since I've got that row done, I'm going to work on this row against the back. And I probably won't get all of it because it's getting really hot. I probably should go in. But I want to work some more before I call it. So I'm going to go ahead and start on that and get as far as I can before I get too warm. Alright, here's this row. Same thing with this end as the last end. I had a bunch of celosias planted here. So I'm not going to weed them all the way to the ground like I did some of the other spots. But I do need to get it weeded. So, guess no time like the present.
Stopped off at a diner where the jukebox still plays. Met a girl named June who made me question my ways. She had a tattoo of Orion in a steelworker's hands. Said, you ain't got a roam just to take a stand. They say you can't be both grounded and free, but I met a stargazer sitting in a booth next to me. I got one hand in my pocket, one hand by my side. West Virginia trooper offered me a ride.
After that last clip, my camera battery died, and I really didn't get much done up there because it got too hot. I literally, when I noticed my camera died, I came in. So, that being said, it is the next day, and I'm going to take a few of these Lisianthus I have and plant them in a flower bed in my front. I'm just going to cluster them all together, but I want to do it today because it's supposed to rain, and even though they have quite a root system, the plants are still little, and I just want to get them planted before the rain, so that way the rain can water them in. And it's a mostly cloudy day. There will be a little bit of sun in and out, but that also just makes it easier for the plant to adjust to being planted out. These are the Lisianthus. I have a few little ones here, and then I have a few here in this. The Lisianthus that's in the tray just keeps getting dried out too quickly, even though I'm watering that tray every day, sometimes twice a day. Alright, let me grab my hori tool and some compost, and I will meet you over there. Well, I'm out here in my greenhouse. I just want to show you how beautiful my orange tree's looking. It is covered in blooms, and the smell is divine. If you have never smelled a fresh orange tree, it is so beautiful. I don't know how else to describe it. It just smells so good. Look at all those blooms. It's breathtaking. And definitely a bit magical. So I'm going to kind of cluster my Lisianthus together, and I'm thinking like right in this area somewhere, or right in this area somewhere in front of my rose bush. Thinking kind of right there. So I'm going to get it weeded, and then we'll get to planting.
Sing a love song, woodworkers bust a rhyme, trading weed for the stories that I gather over time. You can call it strange, you can call it fate, but I call it life, and it sure feels great. Once I thought I needed some faraway land, chased mirages in the desert, left my footprints in the sand. But every road kept bending like the curves of a stream, till I found out I've been...
Alright, so I filled in that area with my Lisianthus, and I think it's going to look really beautiful tucked in between all the rest of these flowers. Alright, I'm going to call it a day because I'm going to go in for now and do some inside chores. And if for some reason I come back out here in the garden, I'll just start a new video. So with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching. I really appreciate it. I will see you next time. Bye.